You're watching ESPNU College Football Primetime, presented by 5 Hour Energy. An emotional and all-American pregame here in Little Rock. 2 C-130s from the 189th Air Wing of the Arkansas National Guard flying over as chants of USA echoed underneath, and then moments later the Razorbacks took the field here at War Memorial Stadium. And we welcome you to the SEC on ESPN. It is a red, white, and blue out tonight as number 14 Arkansas plays the first of 2 home games this year in Little Rock. Tonight, 0-1 New Mexico steps into SEC country looking for their first road win in almost 3 years. Very comfortable conditions tonight from the capital of Arkansas. I'm glad you're with us. Rob Stone, Danny Cannell, Maria Taylor will join us momentarily. Last season, Arkansas saw Auburn begin the season number 23 in the land and then steadily move through the SEC ranks and win the national title. Folks in these are quietly saying that Arkansas may be this year's Auburn. The primary reason, they have the most explosive offense in the land, Danny.
And we asked Coach Petrino about that comparison. He kind of shied away from it, but quarterback Tyler Wilson loved it. He said the players are thriving off and saying, why can't we be the guys to replicate their success? And he got off to a great start last week, converting on 2 touchdown passes to Jarius Wright. And oh, by the way, he's got another wide receiver who's pretty good on special teams. That's Joe Adams. Had 2 punt returned for touchdowns last week.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll kick it to him today. The second reason for optimism here in the Natural State, this is the best defense yet under Bobby Petrino here.
It's year 4 of the Bobby Petrino regime. So he's got his recruits. This defense has been much maligned the first couple years. But that guy right there, Jake Beckett, this is a 4th-year starter who actually had the opportunity to go to the NFL last year. But he returned. He wanted to do something special. You don't come back just to go to another bowl game. You come back to contend for a title. And that's what this team has their eyes set on.
New Mexico won the toss, deferred, so Arkansas. Markwell Wade, Joe Adams back to return this one. And we're underway from Little Rock. Wade will give it up. And a return to the 30. So junior Tyler Wilson trots out to make his 2nd career start. The longtime understudy to Ryan Mallett had the 60th 250-yard passing day in school history last Saturday. He went 18 for 24, 2 touchdowns in the 51-7 victory over FCS foe Missouri State. Pitch. Joe Adams, the carry, across the 40, and just shy of the 45. First down on the first play of scrimmage. Pickup of 15 for Adams.
Joe Adams, just one of a slew of weapons that this Arkansas offense has at its disposal. Here they get him on a sweep out of the backfield. And once he hits that edge, boy, New Mexico's got to be careful. Make sure they wrap him up. As we saw last week, he can take to the house at any time.
Adams, the SEC Special Teams Player of the Week, tying an SEC record with 2 punt returns for touchdowns. To the air. Wilson rolling to his right. He's got a lot of green in front of him. Across the 35, and then runs out of bounds at the 25. Adams had a pickup of 15. Wilson doubled it. 30-yard pickup on first down.
Nobody's going to accuse Tyler Wilson of being a dual-threat quarterback, but when New Mexico's defense absolutely blows a gasket and sees nothing there, he takes off. Add on another 15 yards with a late hit there while Tyler Wilson was out of bounds.
That's the distance to the goal, first down.
Personal foul on the end of the play. In Arkansas, the red, white, and blue Razorback on their helmet today, also at midfield, is in the red zone.
Rob, Arkansas has so many weapons. New Mexico has to be concerned about everybody. A lot of times you forget about that quarterback. The fact that he can get out and move a little bit with his legs, just an added threat they're going to have to be concerned with tonight.
D'Anthony Curtis, the lone tailback behind Wilson. Two shift to the right. Curtis, not much, if anything, there on first down. Say he got back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
That running game is one thing that Coach Petrino talked about. He wanted to see improvement out of the running backs, the run game in particular, see a more physical brand of football out of his backs.
Petrino looking for his 25th victory as part of the Arkansas program. Has been around the block, NFL, college, seems to have finally found a home here. Empty backfield now, Wilson looking right, across the middle, has a man. Jarius Wright leaps in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
What a beautiful play call here. Not only is this Arkansas Razorback offense filled with weapons, but great play calling as well. Tyler Wilson checked the back of the end zone, didn't see anything, checked it down to Jarius Wright for the walk-in.
Zach Hopper's extra point is good, and just like that, 7-0 Arkansas. 4 plays to cover 70 yards. A big personal foul tacked on, helped the drive as well. The extension and the touchdown. First offensive play for New Mexico. And they go to the air right away. Quick strike, complete to Ty Kirk, the junior from Arlington Heights, Illinois. The Lobo offense led by that man, dual threat quarterback Tarian Austin, the sophomore from Tampa, Florida, making just his 4th career start last week in a 14-10 home loss to Colorado State. He threw for 179 yards and a score. Also had a costly late fumble. Austin to give. And that'll bring up 3rd and short. James Wright picking his way for a few. Give him 3.
Tarian Austin last week was actually sacked 9 times, but if you subtract the yardage that he lost from those sacks, actually rushed for 105 yards. So the definition of a dual threat out there at quarterback.
Well, Power Eye football shown right now by Austin and the Lobos. Already down 7-0. Austin. No dice. 3 and out for the Razorback D, and Danny, 3 and out has been their motto this year.
That's their mantra for Arkansas. Willie Robinson, the defensive coordinator, he's got t-shirts made up. That's all they talk about, and they want to get off the field quick. They're 1 for 1 to start off the game.
Yeah, they forced 6 3 and outs last week. That's 6 of the 12 offensive possessions their team had. You throw 50% out there at 3 and out, you're doing great. That is Joe Adams. Returned 2 punts for touchdowns last week, and they just run away from him. A little rugby-style punt, and this one will bounce out of bounds. Not even close to Adams. You may boo Razorback fans, but that's good coaching.
Fans are letting him have it a little bit. They want to see some more excitement out of Joe Adams. I think if anybody gets an opportunity, it's going to be the freshman Marquel Wade.
Punt of 37 yards. 174 yards on punt returns alone. Career-wise for him on punt return yards, it was 249 and 1 score just coming in. Quick strike, getting Adams involved again, and he's into the open field, and look at the speed. A stiff arm. Adams will go the distance. 75 yards. Flag on the field. And it's coming back.
As that play was happening, you're looking at Arkansas. Can they get off?
Holding, number 85, offense, 10-yard penalty, a first down.
Wide receiver Greg Childs with the hold.
Greg Childs, top of your screen, out working against the defensive back. Oh, just let go of him. Not a ton of contact out there, but a receiver sees even the slightest bit of jersey pulled or anything, they're going to call it. But a costly penalty early on for this Arkansas offense.
Ronnie Wingo with the carry. Down just shy of the 40. We take a look at tonight's impact players, brought to you by Lee.
Joe Adams, the Little Rock product, who you just got a glimpse of, one of their star wide receivers, one of 4 Biletnikoff receivers out there. Jarius Wright's another one. He had 2 touchdowns last week. And just in case those guys are covered, you've got another one out there, and Greg Childs, who unfortunately called for that holding penalty there, but he could possibly be the best. He's coming back from an injury, which he was out most of the season last year.
Anthony Curtis, first down, Razorbacks. A.J. Butler, the St. Petersburg, Florida product, with the tackle. Pickup of 6.
One of the things about this Arkansas offense that impresses me is the balance. I mean, everybody pictures it as a pass-happy offense, but the way they run the ball is really what separates them from all the other offense. This balanced attack. Defenses have to be concerned about play action. They've got to respect the running game. And even with Niall Davis out, they've got a couple weapons back there to use.
Only 102 rushing yards last week. That was an issue for the staff leading into this game versus New Mexico. Wilson to his right, completes it. D'Anthony Curtis, tailback with the grab.
That's the other thing. They mix up the formations. They get a running back on the outside. The defense forgets about him. He's sitting out there wide open. It's an easy completion for Tyler Wilson.
2nd and 2. They'll take that all day. Curtis stays in. Man in motion is Childs. Curtis the give. And he'll be short. And we send it to the studio.
It is Schroff with this SportsCenter in-game update. South Carolina at Georgia. Stephen Garcia is going to run it in himself. That after South Carolina recovered a fumble. Then Georgia, next possession, Aaron Murray intercepted. Antonio Allen, pick 6. Gamecocks up by 8 going into the 4th.
Thank you, Anish. 7-0 here in Little Rock. The pitch to Adams. First down. Adams. Boy, how many tackles did he avoid on that huge pickup?
Man, is he elusive. Can you imagine being a defensive back or a safety and having to tackle him in the open field, or having, worse yet, having to run him down? Again, this looks like a part of their game plan tonight to get Adams the ball out of the backfield, get him to the outside, and utilize some of that speed. And New Mexico's defense has got to wrap him up at first contact, because he's going to make a couple guys miss.
That one went for 17 yards. He had one on their first drive that went for 15. Wilson, great protection. Too tall for his intended receiver, Adams. Anthony Hooks there to defend the speedy Adams. So 2nd and long for Wilson, the Greenwood, Arkansas native. And it's interesting talking to the staff yesterday. Such a talented group of mature receivers here for Arkansas. They all came to Arkansas thinking Wilson was going to be their quarterback. Ryan Mallett was not in the situation at that time. The give to Curtis. 3 yards on first down.
And Tyler Wilson actually got to play as a true freshman. Played against Texas, played against Alabama, and had to take a medical red shirt when he contracted mono. But I really feel like those reps that he got, he learned what the college game was all about, the speed, the preparation, and then he utilized Ryan Mallett as sort of a mentor, watched him prepare. He was a great backup.
It was almost a unanimous pick for captain during the summer. And he wasn't even confirmed to be the starting quarterback until about 2 weeks out. Wilson running out of the pocket, slings one, and well outside the reach of the junior Kobe Hamilton.
That's the second pass so far that Tyler Wilson has thrown a little bit high. And last week was his first start ever, and he admitted he was emotional, he was into it, he was anxious, as he should have been, and I'm sure he's feeling the same way tonight in front of this Little Rock crowd, a place here where he played 2 state championships at the high school level. He probably has a lot of people here watching and rooting for him.
So Zach Hocker comes on. This will be a 48-yard field goal attempt. His career long is 51. Last week he was 1 for 1. And wide left. So the Lobo D holds. And New Mexico on offense when we return. The head coach has a great resume, stints at Maryland, Florida, and Illinois before this, his first head coaching gig. Austin from the shotgun. This may be a free play. Short drop, Lamar Thomas, and he drops it. Referee Tom Ritter talking to his crew, and here's the call.
Offside, defense number 92, 5-yard penalty remains, first down.
So 1st and 5 as we take a look at tonight's impact players, brought to you by Lee.
For the Lobos, their tight end Lucas Reed, a guy they need to get involved in the passing game to get it out quick. Tarian Austin, take some of that pressure off him, get the ball out of his hands.
Austin the give to Wright, and Wright with the first Lobo first down of the evening. Eric Bennett, the sophomore from Tulsa, with the tackle.
Let's look at Jake Beckett. We talked about him at the Open. The 4th-year senior came back, 7 sacks last year. And then the middle linebacker, Jerry Franklin. He is the quiet leader out there. Had a great talk with him yesterday. He's also a bit of a comedian, we understand, among the team.
I think he's more of an unintentional comedian. 1st and 10 for the Lobos. Austin. He can run it. Avoids Beckett, then heaves it out of bounds. No, that's caught, and the toe is down. Beautiful grab from Lamar Thomas, the junior from Fort Washington, Maryland. Played his first 2 years at the Ohio State University. A lot of transfers and JC kids on this New Mexico team.
That's the type of play that defensive coordinator Willie Robinson was concerned about. Tarian Austin outside the pocket making plays.
Pickup of 19, another first down for the Lobos. They go to the ground. Wright slices through. Down at the 31. Pickup of 5 on first down.
There's a look at Lamar Thomas. Great awareness against the eyes down, sees the feet in bounds. Actually got them both. I think that would have been a catch in the NFL as well.
Austin looks to the sideline, changes things up. Play clock at 9. The give to Wright. Wright goes around the left side, maybe a yard. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
You know, if this Lobo offense wants to move the ball against Arkansas, they're going to have to do what they're doing this drive. They're going to have to keep the tempo up, get Tarian Austin outside the pocket, protect him, and get the running game just a little bit of mix it in there just to keep him honest.
Austin zips one across the middle, and Lucas Reed, the tight end, could not handle it. 4th and 4, and very little debating on the New Mexico side. They're going to send out their preseason first team, all Mountain West Conference kicker, James Aho.
Tarian Austin working the middle of the field to Lucas Reed, the impact player we just talked about. If you want to make an impact, you've got to make those type of catches. A little bit out in front, but hits you in the hands. You got to come down with it.
This will be a 47-yard attempt for the senior from Roswell, New Mexico. His career best is 51. Hey-ho. Hi-ho. He gets it. So New Mexico on the board in the first quarter. An update from South Carolina and Georgia when we return. After the long field goal for New Mexico, Justice Adams, number 98, comes on to kick it to Marquel Wade or Keontae Minor. They're not using Joe Adams as of now in the kickoff return unit. Short kick. Fielded by Wade at the 15. Cuts to his right. Has a hole. Still alive. Wade may go the distance. To the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown Razorbacks. '85-yard kickoff return. Their third special team touchdown in 2 weeks.
Well, last week he was supposed to get an opportunity in the punt return game, but Joe Adams actually ended up getting it. He got his opportunity tonight, man, and he made the most of it.
The most electrifying offensive team in the land, Arkansas, is showing you why. 14-3 for the Razorbacks.
New Mexico's trying to kick a little pooch kick so they don't have to cover as much, but man, Marquel Wade, the true freshman from Jacksonville, Florida, showing off his jets. Absolutely outrunning this New Mexico coverage unit. Joe Adams refers to him as his little bro. He's kind of taking him under his wing. I think he's giving him a few tips in the return game. Man, is that impressive speed. I mean, looking at this roster, looking at the guys who run 4.3 flat, 4.27, they have so much speed out there.
Wade, a true freshman from Jacksonville, Florida. Wade and Adams look alike as well. And man, are they giving SEC special team units something to think about in these opening 2 games.
And this is a great, I mean, these first 3 games, this game is very early, but the first 3 games set up great for Arkansas. They're confidence builders. They have plays like that. Last week they had a couple big plays, but man, when they get to their schedule, the meat of it, they're going to need every ounce of confidence. They're going to go on the road to Alabama, play against LSU on the road, and of course that SEC West schedule is not doing anybody any favors.
Yeah, that SEC West is even stronger than I think most people thought with what Auburn was doing. Thomas, Carroll back deep for the Lobos. Thomas will field it and take a knee. Monday afternoon, ESPNU has final verdict as Lou Holtz and a variety of contributors will be casting judgments on the weekend's hot topics in college football. Lou Holtz versus Danny Cannell.
That could be. They're going to give me a couple warm-up tries before that.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Well, they should, because I don't want to
bring
get
down the big hitters just yet.
No.
Let me get my feet wet.
Man, I do not want to go against Lou Holtz in anything. I don't even think I can drive faster than him. Have you ever been in a car with Lou Holtz?
I have not.
Oh man, Reese and Mayday, they fear for their lives. They don't go in the same car as Coach Holtz. Tarian Austin with the give to Lamar Thomas. Thomas down the left side for a first down. This New Mexico offense, after a 3-and-out on their first drive, is getting into a nice little tempo and a nice rhythm, Danny.
They moved the ball exceptionally well. The last drive when they settled for the field goal, it's all about tempo. They really have to offset the talent level on the field by getting after it, getting up to the ball, and getting Arkansas back on their heels.
Pickup of 16 for another first down for New Mexico. This New Mexico team is 0-12 under Mike Loxley. Austin from the shotgun. Another free play. The whistles come out.
There's a flag on the play.
Prior to the snap, offside. 51 defense with contact, 5-yard penalty, Kings first down.
Junior Alfred Davis there as defensive coordinator Willie Robinson looks on. Rob Stone, Danny Cannell, Maria Taylor here with you in Little Rock. We're not in Fayetteville. This is the first of 2 games that Arkansas will play this season here at the War Memorial in the capital of Arkansas. Beautiful venue. 1st and 5 for the Lobos. Austin will do it himself. Another flag is down. He'll pick his way for just a few, maybe 2.
Austin on the keeper. There's a flag on the play.
And this one appears to be on the Lobos.
You know, they did a great job of neutralizing the pass rush of Arkansas by drawing them off sides in the first down, but they give it right back there. And if you're in a situation like this where you're a heavy underdog, you cannot give the team those type of gifts. You've got to take advantage of the penalties when they go your way.
Number 68 was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
Call that one on Corian Chambers, a junior college guy from Memphis, Tennessee. Austin up in the air, caught by a Lobo. I believe Dion Long was there to grab it. Gain of 6 for New Mexico. A fortunate break for the Lobos.
Tarian Austin trying to get rid of the ball quick. Actually, number 34, Jerry Franklin, broke on the ball and broke it up. The ball actually tipped up, though. A huge break for this New Mexico offense.
Austin has it. Good vision by the Arkansas D to not bite. A short pickup of 1 for the sophomore from Tampa, Jake Beckett. The all-SEC coaches first team pick last year with the tackle. Very underrated guy, and a guy, Danny, who could be playing Sundays right now, but decided to come back for his senior year. Big 3rd and 5 now for New Mexico. Austin takes what is given to him in a first down at midfield. Ty Kirk, the junior, with the grab, the veteran of the wide receiver corps. First quarter, opening drive, Tyler Wilson to Jarius Wright, a 12-yard score. And then an electrifying kickoff return from Marquel Wade, 85 yards for the score, 14-3, the Razorbacks. Beckett having some issues as he's helped on the sideline. Austin, a little end around action. Lamar Thomas, cross midfield. Thomas stretching for the 40. That'll be shy of a first down. A gain of 9.
41-yard line of Arkansas.
Look at Jake Beckett, came out of the game. Here he is working a little spin move, trying to get after the quarterback. Right there, I think he stepped on the guard's ankle, foot and rolled his ankle. You see him grab it right away.
Almost looked like he rolled it twice on that play. Man in motion, Austin fakes the give. Pressure around the corner, and Austin spins away from it. And a completion inside the 30 to Dion Long. Long, the West Virginia transfer, with a big grab in his second game for the Lobos.
But that play by Tarian Austin, getting outside the pocket, improvising, keeping his eyes down the field. But Jake Beckett, this Arkansas defense, they count on him to get after the quarterback. They don't have to blitz when he's in there. They need him back on the field.
Austin looks to the sideline. 1st and 10. Negative yards on that play.
This is the same area of the field where last time New Mexico got down to this area in the red zone, bogged down a little bit. Also, Arkansas buckled down.
Loss of 2. Jerry Franklin with the tackle, the middle linebacker from Marion, Arkansas. Mike Loxley seeing his Lobos putting together a nice drive here. 2nd and 11. Austin down the middle, almost picked, but complete to Thomas.
Man, that was close to being returned for a touchdown. Number 5, Tremaine Thomas, the safety. You see him pop in your screen. He had a beat on it all the way. But there is no defense for timing. If you can get it there crisp and on point, defense, even if they know what's coming, you get it out of your hand, they don't have a chance.
For New Mexico, 111 for Arkansas. Austin from the shotgun, looking left, lofting one for the end zone, and almost picked off by a duo of D-backs. Tevin Mitchell, the true freshman from Marshfield, Texas, is the one who had the best shot.
Right here, Tarian Austin looking left the whole time. When you've got that type of coverage, you've got to keep the safety at bay. Number 5, Tremaine Thomas, playing a center fielder role. He saw it come off the bat, so to speak, and just had his beat on it. That's the 2nd time he has almost intercepted Tarian.
James Aho with a 47-yarder earlier. This one from 38. It's a fake. He runs up the middle, and no dice. He got stuck. Loxley rolling the dice. Tenarius Wright with a vicious strike on the kicker. Now, James Aho is not built like a regular kicker, though. I mean, that's a stocky 5'9", 195.
This basically turned into an open field tackling drill, and I think I'll take Tenarius Wright every single time. I like the play call by New Mexico, coming in on the road, try to be a little bit aggressive, but Tenarius Wright was all over that the whole time. This team was coached up and was ready for it.
Let's see how Tyler Wilson and the Razorbacks respond. He'll play action. Great protection, and wide open is Curtis. And Curtis taken out across the 35, down at the 38. First down, Razorbacks. A gain there of 18.
This New Mexico defense, they play a 4-2-5. They're hoping to get pressure on Tyler Wilson with just their front 4, but they have got to start thinking about bringing some guys from the 2nd level and trying to force him to check him down, get out of there, because right now Tyler Wilson has all day to pass.
Ronnie Wingo, the tailback. Another play action. And that should be good enough for first down as well. Kobe Hamilton, the junior, moving the sticks.
And when you've got Tyler Wilson back there throwing to 4 different Biletnikoff Award finalists, you have got to do something to disrupt the timing, because if you're not getting after him, your secondary is having to cover those 4 guys longer and longer, and it's just giving them more opportunity to get open.
Wilson, 5 of 7, 62 yards, and that 1 touchdown to Jarius Wright. Wingo the carry at midfield, and he's dropped. Pickup of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. Now, running back has been an issue for Arkansas. Niall Davis, who led the SEC in rushing last year, had an August leg injury. He's out for the year. His backup, Broderick Green, tore an ACL in the spring. He's out for the year. Dennis Johnson, another tailback, out today. So they're going to be leaning on the combo of Wingo and Curtis, and they're telling us we're actually in pretty good shape. We've recruited that position very well through the years. So no big philosophical offensive changes. As Wilson goes to the air, completes that one to Adams for a first down, still alive, and then sneaks out at about the 34. Now make it the 33. Pickup of 17.
You know, I asked Coach Petrino about what it was like playing quarterback in this system with all these weapons, and he said as long as Tyler goes through his progressions and gets it to the right guy, he really felt like this offense couldn't be stopped, and I think you're seeing that right now. Tyler Wilson smart with the football, taking what this defense has given him and moving it right down the field.
1st and 10 for Arkansas. Wilson taken down at the 35. Ugo Uzodinma with the tackle. Junior from Washington, D.C., a transfer from the University of Illinois. First sack of the game for New Mexico. They only had 11 sacks last year, had 2 in their last game, a loss at home versus Colorado State, and there's their first of the evening. And New Mexico doing a fair job offensively in keeping pace with this Arkansas explosive offensive unit.
And defensively, it looks like they have a bend, don't break philosophy.
2nd and 12 for Wilson. Looking right the whole way, runs out of the pocket. Tipped and picked. The linebacker, Carmen Messina, is there. And a big turnover here. Lobo D pushing for 2 to 3 turnovers a game. They get their first here.
Well, that's the problem. When you're playing a team that's playing this soft defense, you've got to be patient. 2 Lobo defenders there trying to squeeze it through. Carmen Messina comes down with the tipped ball for the easy interception, but you cannot force the ball in there like that if you're Tyler Wilson. And it is a challenge when you're out there and you're having to settle for 5- and 6-yard completions. You just have to be so patient out there all night long. But that's what New Mexico wants you to do. They want you to make you go just a couple yards at a time all the way down the field.
They go to the ground. DeMarcus Rogers goes backwards. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Quinta Jones, the junior from Bastrop, Louisiana, with the tackle. Last week only had 1 tackle in their comfortable 51-7 victory over Missouri State. 2nd and 11. Empty backfield for Austin. 3 wideouts to his right, 2 to his left as he looks to the sideline. Long with the reception across the 25, pickup of 5 yards on 2nd. So that'll bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Lobos, trying to capitalize off that interception.
You know, Rob, I like what I'm seeing out of Tarian Austin. He's very decisive with his throws. He sets his foot and he makes a firm, accurate pass with quick decisions.
Austin's the kind of quarterback that gave Arkansas trouble last year. See Cam Newton in Auburn. Austin. Almost picked. It was. Well, they're going to call it an incompletion. Tremaine Thomas thought he had it, intended for the tight end, Lucas Reed.
Well, we just said that Tarian was making good decisions. This one, he tried to force in there a little too tight, trying to work his tight end. Tremaine Thomas, the safety for Arkansas, number 5. The ball was on the ground, but that is the 3rd near interception from Tremaine Thomas. He's got to be getting frustrated over there with all these opportunities.
2nd punt of the game coming up for New Mexico. Ben Scare comes out, and he has got to be scared of number 3, Joe Adams. Marquell Wade on the far side, and there is Adams. Already 1 special teams touchdown tonight for Arkansas. A rugby-style punt, again away from Adams. Wade, oh, he might have touched that one. Loose ball at the 39, and the scrum begins. Well, Adams got away with that last week. He actually touched the punt.
An interception. That time, Colton Miles Nash had an easy completion, dropped it. You know, and now you're looking at a situation where you've got to convert on this 3rd and long.
3rd and 9. Wilson across the middle. Adams stops. Stutter steps, and I think he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yep, he will. Boy, that guy is just so crafty and shaky in tight space.
Joe Adams, Tyler Wilson's going to find him coming on a crossing route. Watch the little shake and bake towards the end. Tiptoes on the sideline, knows where the sticks are, and finds just enough to get the 1st.
Caffeinated legs.
The coaches said he was explosive. He's showing you why.
Adams will take a blow on the bench right now. Adams 3 grabs for 39 yards. play action. Wilson steps into the pocket, avoids the sack, slings one from an odd angle, and this will go for a first down as Wingo lowers his head to the 35.
Pass complete to Ronnie Wingo.
Wingo took a big shot from Destry Berry. He's a little slow to hop on up, but the ability to throw from different arm angles is something the staff was telling us that they like in Tyler Wilson.
Well, he's got an athleticism about him. He's played basketball in high school, was a state champion and with the football team, and just the ability to get outside the pocket, buy yourself that extra second or two. It might not seem like a big deal tonight, but when you're facing Alabama, LSU, when you can buy yourself that time, it becomes so critical.
Gain of 15, 1st and 10 for the Razorbacks at the 35. Here's Curtis. Pickup of 3. Martez Barr, the redshirt freshman from DC, playing a Lobo safety, which is kind of a safety linebacker hybrid there with the tackle, part of the new defensive scheme employed this season by first-year defensive coordinator George Barlow.
He really felt like the 4-2-5 just really fit their personnel. It fit what he had done in the past, and you look at what they're doing. They're just trying to keep everybody in front of them and not give up the big play.
Adams, there's those caffeinated legs, still alive! Inside the 15, bumped out, I will say stepped out at about the 16. My man Joe Stoner pushing him out of bounds. Gain of 16, another first down for the Razorbacks.
When you get the ball in Joe Adams' hands on the outside, you almost feel bad for New Mexico's defenders having to tackle him into open field. And then once he takes it to the, he just turns it up. He's got different gears out there that he shifts into.
1st and 10 from the 16. Wilson will run it across the 15. Take it down, loose ball. I believe Arkansas was there. A bit of a reckless carry there by Wilson. And it looks like Travis Swanson, the freshman All-American last year, playing center, was there to recover it.
Well, I like the thought. I like Tyler Wilson tucking it when nothing was there, seeing the middle of the field open up. See him checking his receivers, doesn't see anything, going to get some positive yardage, but he actually did a pretty good job securing the ball. But New Mexico, you got to credit them with coming up and hitting a quarterback when he's exposed and knocking it out of there.
Tabana, the man who forced the ball loose. 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Curtis. Gain of 5, first down for Arkansas. Arkansas, the top team in the SEC in the red zone last season, a 90% conversion rate.
Bobby Petrino is one of the best in the business at figuring out a defense's weaknesses and exposing them throughout the game. And I think it's a challenge for not only for Petrino, but for Tyler Wilson just to stay patient. They're used to taking those long shots towards the end zone.
Joe Adams in the backfield. They fake the pitch to him. Wilson rolls to his right. Wilson lobs one, tipped, and out of the end zone. Martez Barr there again. He's been very active on this drive.
Another near disaster for Tyler Wilson, coming on a bootleg, coming out. New Mexico is staying at home. They're waiting back there, sitting, looking at him. You got to be smart with the football. Coach Petrino is very frustrated. Either throw it away or run it back to the line of scrimmage and live to play another day.
2nd and goal from the 5. Wingo cuts right, closed down, loses a couple. Carmen Messina, the man who had the interception, first on the scene with the tackle, loss of 2.
And I think you saw Coach Petrino a little frustrated there with the offensive execution at this point. They are moving the football, but at this point they haven't been able to punch it in, and they're used to getting in here. At this point, I think you got to try to work in Joe Adams or one of your Biletnikoff receivers and try to give him a chance in the end zone.
3rd and goal from the 7. Wilson, back of the end zone, another one tipped down. Freddie Young elevating to knock it to the turf.
We just talked about getting Joe Adams involved, and he was working a little double move and from the slot position, but once again, Tyler Wilson trying to force it. There's number 3, Joe Adams, going to work a little outcut and work it over, but gets caught into a lot of traffic. It's busy in there. Might have had a chance. When you take that shot, you've got to miss high so that the ball either goes to your receiver or goes out the back of the end zone.
Zach Hawker missed wide left from 48. This one from 24, and it's good. New Mexico's not about moral victories at this point under Loxley, but that one may qualify. 17-3 Arkansas. For break, you were saying New Mexico needs something on this drive.
How about Tarian Austin rolling out to his left? That's the hardest throw for a right-handed quarterback to make, and he delivers a perfect ball.
There's Austin, the sophomore from Hillsborough High, where he was a 4-year starter in the Tampa, Florida area. A lot of great college football talent in that neck of the woods. Austin goes to his right, and that one dropped. Daniel Adams, the redshirt freshman from DC, a tremendous talent down the road, but he should have had that one.
He'd love to have that one back. Tarian delivered a good ball to him, trying to get him open in space where he can make a move. And when you're dealing with this type of offense, you want high completion rate from your quarterback, and you've got to get the ball in those guys' hands, and they have to make plays for you.
2nd and 10. Austin to give to Gongbe. Scoots wide right, had a hole for a brief moment, then was tripped up at close to the 49 by Jericho Nelson, the senior from Louisiana, the vocal leader of the defensive unit for Arkansas.
I think you saw the same gash, that little crease that I saw on Jericho Nelson. May not have seemed like a big play, but that had potential to go a long way.
3rd and 4 for the Lobos as they close in on midfield. As we close in on halftime, Austin from the shotgun looks to the sideline. Gongbe remains in to his left. Blitz coming, Austin delivers, incomplete. Tevin Mitchell off the edge, getting in the face of Austin.
Coach Loxley getting out there, letting the officials have it a little bit. He wanted a penalty on the play. Trying to make his best case, saying, hey, we need every little piece of help we can get.
So the punt team comes out. There's Joe Adams. They have not let him touch the ball on special teams yet. But the other guy back there, Marquel Wade, had an 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown in the first quarter. And a stop in the action here as the officials congregate. Here's Tom Ritter with the call.
Please reset the game clock to 4 minutes, 4 seconds, 4:04.
So they'll bump 8 seconds onto the clock. And Ben Scare, the punter, back to his 34. High punt out of bounds. Beyond the cheerleaders. Caught by somebody manning the Gatorade backup containers. That's why he's punting. Arkansas back on offense when we return.
At TireRack.com, we stock an incredible number of tires, nearly 1 million tires. But we don't just stock them, we test them. And we post user reviews so you can find which tires are the best for you and your car. One more way Tire Rack is revolutionizing the way you buy tires. Right now, get a Magellan Road Mate 2035 by mail when you buy a set of 4 select Continental tires. For details, go to TireRack.com/TV. TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
You ready for this? I just signed the whole family up for unlimited mobile-to-mobile minutes.
You're kidding. Where's that money coming from, Steve? Did it even cross your mind to ask your wife before signing us up for something so expensive? My mother was right. I should have married John Clark.
They were free. I got them when I signed us up for unlimited messaging.
Get more value from AT&T. Buy an unlimited messaging plan and call any U.S. mobile phone free. AT&T.
Your car is everything. Your taxi, your moving van, your baby. And for over 30 years, AutoZone has had the parts you can count on to keep it going. But parts are just part of what we do. We're part buddy, part mentor, part of the American way of doing things. So whether you're Mr. DIY or a master mechanic, AutoZone has your back. Parts are just part of what we do.
Get in the zone.
AutoZone.
1, 2, 3, hit me.
A jump start for your game, not your nerves.
Watch me. Watch me. Super.
The proven push, stamina in a bottle, the original Gatorade.
Sometimes I feel so nice.
And thirst-quenching protein that helps restore your body while cooling you down. Prime, perform, recover. The G Series from Gatorade.
Break down college football's top 25 with the experts. Tuesdays at 1 and 7.
You are watching the SEC on ESPN. Rob Stone, Danny Cannell, Maria Taylor here with you tonight from Little Rock. And here's some of the sights before the game. Little Rock in full force here to show their patriotism as we are just hours away from the 10th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks on our country. Red, white, and blue hog on the helmets and at midfield today. Joe Adams, who's now caught a ball in 36 consecutive games with another reception and diving beyond the 45 out at the 46, and we go downstairs to Maria.
Well, you might have noticed that the Arkansas student body has traded in the cardinal and white for this blue t-shirt. They are paying tribute to the 10th anniversary of September 11th by handing out 2,000 of these shirts. They are also selling red and white versions of them, and all of the proceeds of these shirts are going to help injured armed servicemen. Back to you guys.
Now part of the Wounded Veterans Project. Another completion and another first down. Jarius Wright, who had a touchdown grab in the first quarter with the reception right there, and timeout on the field after a pickup of 19. So Adams goes 16, and then this one goes for 19. Flag on the play. Coach Petrino does not appear to be pleased reading his nonverbals. So it appears that 19-yard pickup will be negated, and Arkansas will be pushed back. 3:26 left in the first half. Arkansas up by 14.
An eligible player downfield, number 2, offense. He was covered up by the wide receiver. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
Arkansas had 8 penalties last week for 76 yards. That's their 4th of this one already.
Coach Petrino's he's a little frustrated right now because, as he's told us yesterday, he expects to score every time they touch the football.
1st and 15, Wilson has a man, complete, and bumped out of bounds. Complete to Kobe Hamilton, a junior from Texarkana, Texas, who's bringing some nice size at 6'3", 209.
Bobby Petrino is starting to get a good feel for where the weaknesses are in this Lobo defense. Able to take their shots.
Short pickup there, Marquell Wade.
This has been the area of the field the last couple drives. Tyler Wilson threw an interception on one. Last time they had to settle for a field goal, and he put it in their hands. They didn't come down with it.
2nd and 1. They remain in the air. Wide open completion, and this may go for 6. Right tackle just short of the end zone. And a little higher pace here for the Arkansas offense. Gain of 27.
Arkansas looks much more crisp. Watch this, Rob. As soon as Jarius Wright gets the ball, he turns it upfield. That is great coaching right there. That's what NFL scouts love. Wide receiver coaches, they love it. You get vertical down the field as soon as you get your hands on the ball.
Destry Berry with the touchdown-saving tackle. First and goal from the 1.
See if they boost up this running game, try to pound it in.
Cody Walker, touchdown, Arkansas! He had 2 one-yard touchdown runs last week. He now has 3 one-yard touchdown runs on the season.
I think Cody Walker is making his case to be the goal line back. Great job of the offensive line creating some movement up front, giving him a lane to run through.
5 plays, 70 yards, took only a minute 42, 24-3 Razorbacks. Walker, the true freshman from Jefferson City, Missouri, uses that 240-pound sledgehammer to punch it in from 1.
He's up in a big way there.
2nd and 10, and Arkansas still has all 3 of their timeouts. 2:09 left in the first half. 3 wideouts to the right of Austin. And he rolls to the right. And throws that one literally into the crowd.
And things are shifting firmly in Arkansas's favor. Their defense has made a couple adjustments. They're keeping Tarian Austin contained, not letting him get outside the pocket, and when they do, they're covering the receivers down the field, forcing him just to throw it out of bounds. And if you're Tarian Austin here, you just don't want to make that critical mistake to really put your team back. You're already in a tough situation. Just be smart with the football.
Austin started the game 6 for 7. Since then, 2 for 8. And they go conservative and go on the ground. Across the 25 is James Wright.
And that's offensive coordinator David Reeves taking a little bit of that decision-making out of Tarian Austin's hands. Don't let him make that mistake. Try to run some time off the clock as well.
There's Reeves in his 2nd season as offensive coordinator for the Lobos. Timeout on the field. When we return, the dynamic punt return unit of Arkansas will be on the field.
If you're looking at a home security system, or even if you already have one, ADT can give you so much more. Now you can easily arm and disarm your system right from your cell phone, even turn on your lights. You can also count on fast alarm response from our advanced network of monitoring centers, plus great local service, ADT's theft protection guarantee, and a money-back guarantee if you're not completely satisfied. And you can get all this and more for just over $1 a day. A single ADT system can help protect you from burglary, fire, and high levels of carbon monoxide. When an alarm is received, ADT responds quickly, calling local authorities for help. You can even add new technology, like ADT Pulse Interactive Solutions. Now you can know what's happening in your home by actually seeing it on your cell phone or computer. Even if you already have a security system, it's easy to add ADT monitoring. Get ADT's Quick Connect Plus system installed for $99.
It's peace of mind that can also save your life.
ADT, always there.
We welcome you back to College Football Primetime, presented by 5 Hour Energy. We are in Little Rock, not Fayetteville, as the Razorbacks on top by 3 touchdowns over New Mexico. And defensive coordinator Willie Robinson has seen his defensive unit pitch 3 3-and-outs thus far. They had 6 last week, and 3 and out is the new defensive mantra. Willie telling us, you know, I want my defense this year to start putting some numbers in the left-hand column of the win-loss sheet. A punt, high towering punt, fielded by Adams. And he steps out of bounds, trying to go backwards. Flag on the play.
Joe Adams on the punt return, goes out of bounds. There's a flag on the play.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Number 1 of the receiving team, 10-yard penalty, First down.
So that'll push the Razorbacks back 10 yards. Monday, Jesse Palmer, David Pollock. Go at it. Palmer and Pollock. Strap yourself in for an entertaining and opinionated 3-hour college football forum. Mondays, 1 and 9 Eastern. You think they might be talking about that South Carolina-Georgia game?
Just maybe. And if you like to use Twitter or Facebook, they will respond to you. They'll get your tweets on the show. So send them your thoughts on what's going on across the SEC.
Yes, David has embraced the thing known as Twitter. That is for sure. I worked with him last season. I kept turning over to him like, what are you doing? You are tweeting. All right, carry on, my friend. Shotgun. Wilson to right. Oh, he moves the pack towards the 30. Looked like it could have gone for 2, maybe 3. It ends up a 6-yard pickup, so second and short.
This is a great opportunity for this Arkansas offense and Tyler Wilson to work their 2-minute drill. In these first 3 games, they really have to approach them like preseason games. They want to get in situations and keep their mindset like, hey, this could be us against a crucial opponent later in the season.
Another completion and a run out of bounds by Wright to stop the clock. You talk about the schedule, Danny. Next Saturday, they're home on ESPN 3 versus Troy, and then things get ugly. The 24th, they're at Alabama. October 1st, in Arlington versus Texas A&M, and then the following week, home versus Auburn, an Auburn team that's got to be in the top 25 come later this week. And Wilson does throw that one out of bounds. Took a shot as he was under pressure. Jake Carr, number 60, coming off the end to get at the QB.
It's ugly because it's tough, but it also gets to be a lot of fun when you have the opportunity to play against the best. And that's what this Arkansas team, they have their mind set on attempting to be the Auburn of 2011. They want a chance to sneak up on people and have a shot at that national title.
That incompletion ended a streak of 6 consecutive completions thrown by Wilson. Approaching a minute left in the half. Wilson across the middle. Completes that one to Hamilton. Hamilton still on his feet. Has some blockers. Across the 40. Cuts inside. Tripped up down at about the 30. Kobe Hamilton had a wonderful training camp and has been lights out in Little Rock. 4 games in Little Rock coming into today. 13 receptions, 376 yards, and 5 touchdowns, and he shows you the athleticism there. Wilson, shotgun. Very calm in the pocket, strikes a quick one out to Horton. So Julian Horton, the sophomore from Norcross, Georgia, who played with Coach Petrino's son in Atlanta with his first touch.
Tyler Wilson, we talked about the 2-minute drill, wanting to get a good exercise out here and to be able to move the ball. Impressive so far.
So he'll run it himself inside the 20. First down, time stops.
That's another Arkansas Razorback.
7 different Razorbacks with completions. 11 had grabs in their first game. ESPN News, your home for passionate college football fans, as our experts break down the top schools in the nation in a weekly 3-hour special. The experts, Danny Cannell, will be there this week on ESPN Tuesdays at 1 and 7 Eastern. You're just joining us. The Arkansas offense living up to the reputation. Jarius Wright with the touchdown grab in the first quarter. Marquell Wade, 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And the big guy, Walker, from 1 out.
Just to balance things out for Arkansas, keep those running backs happy. Well, these wide receivers, they get so much attention, but these guys, Cody Walker, 2 touchdowns last week. He's a true freshman. Give him another touchdown tonight. But look at this distribution of the football for Arkansas's receivers. All of them getting a lot of touches, a lot of production.
Greg Childs, probably their most acclaimed receiver, without a reception. And that one intended for Childs, unable to hold on to that one. 4th trip inside the red zone for Arkansas tonight. Dallas Bolema there.
And this is an opportunity for them to spread New Mexico's defense out, try to find some seams where they can find a crease in the end zone.
2nd and 10 from the 19. Wilson, complete, right, breaks through the tackles. Inside the 10. Anthony Hooks with the tackle.
Great patience. The clock is now becoming a serious issue here. You've got to be aware of what's going on. If you complete it, you've got your timeout. Want to keep that in your back pocket, but you just got to be aware of it.
Wilson looking right, then steps up. He'll run it. Wilson a little fake. And will he muscle his way in? Yes! Touchdown, Hogs!
And let me tell you, Rob, Tyler Wilson just gained a ton of respect from his teammates, because not only did he make a good decision and tuck it, but watch him run over this New Mexico defense. I mean, he had contact at the 2-yard line, faced against their linebacker, Carmen Messina, number 58, tucked his shoulders down and got the touchdown.
Quarterback over the middle linebacker. A very impressive junior from Greenwood, Arkansas, Tyler Wilson. 9 plays, 77 yards, and 1:32. There's the extra point. And New Mexico looks like they're going to be heading to the locker room down 28.
When you've got a defense that's dropping back, worried about all your weapons, it creates a lot of space to run with. I like the little ball fake by Tyler Wilson. That was pretty close, though.